most people only focus on saving more of their existing income, but the truth is you can't really build wealth this way because there is a definite cap to how much money you can save. For example, if your take-home pay is $5K a month, which is pretty solid, but you don't spend any money and you live off of nothing, the most you can save is $5K. The trick to changing your finances and building real wealth is to think about both sides of the wealth equation. One is how can you save a larger percentage of your existing income, but also how can you make more money? So I wanted to share 3 things I did when I worked in corporate America a couple years back on how I increased my income going from the smallest increase to the largest increase. The first thing I did is to see how much other people were being paid on average for a role similar to mine. I used sites like Glassdoor and Levels to find this number. If I realized it was average or below average, I'd go to my boss and present a case on why I deserved the raise. The second thing I did was just go back out there and start dating the job market. Time and time again, studies show that switching jobs leads to the biggest pay jumps. And pro tip, if you really love your current job and you want to stay, you can always just use this other offer, salary offer as leverage and ask your boss to match the increase so that you are incentivized to stay. Which brings me to the third thing, and this was the largest income increase I've ever experienced, and this is a side hustle. I've been doing YouTube as a hobby since I was 13 years old, and I never made any money on it until 2020, so 5 years ago. And that's when I really took it seriously. And the cool thing is 6 months into it, right, I was able to generate about half of my full-time salary working my full-time job. And at that point, it's when I decided to just go full-time and go all in on my side hustle. The great thing is side hustles are flexible. You don't have to do YouTube if you don't want to. There's Uber drivers, you can be a pet sitter, or you can be a consultant, right? Even working an extra 5 hours a week at $25 an hour is $500 extra every single month. The point is there is always going to be a cap, a limit to how much money you can save, but there is no limit on how much money you can earn.